Doggies are out there.
What?
Dogs are out there.
The dogs are outside. Yes, they are. Hi, DC Irish. That's right. Mitch always forgets to say that. Hit the like button on your way in. Thank you for that. I'm just the fluffer, getting ready for, the star of the show. How is everybody doing? Everything is well. Oh, I see something. Oh, babe, I was able to put one of the, you're going to see a post from me. We're starting a raffle for, to help us with our house purchase. Everything's going to be accepted our offer, so we never know all the little costs that are involved with that. It's both our first time. So, hey, Mr. Rush, how's it going? It's hot as balls here today.
Hotter than Satan.
That's right.
Penis.
So, babe, I put the link up here too. See that right there?
All
That's
right.
one of them. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. What's happening, folks? How you doing?
You're short. You're taller than me, so you
okay.
Gotta adjust.
Where's that link at?
It's right there.
Okay.
Okay.
There's the link right there. Hard intentions to the raffle.
We just appreciate everybody.
She's some raffle company to do that. So, what's going on? What's going on, Big Mick?
Love the Martinez family.
Yeah. What's going on, Big Max? John Hall, what's happening, bro? Yeah. Big Mick. Yeah. What's going on, Big Oos? You almost want to believe him. I don't really want to believe him. He's a piece of shit, but, how's everybody doing, man? Yeah, he's making his rounds. He's going around. Everybody will see him. And, eventually people get tired of his fucking bullshit, I guess. I say it's hotter than two Mike Thompson fucking in a Woodstock here in Modesto. Yeah, so we got a house. We made a bid for it. They accepted it. Oh, man, I got to find my phone. I got to check my phone. Where's my phone? Son of a bitch. Got to check my phone. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, happy Saturday to everybody. Yeah. There you go, DC Irish. You got the picture, bro. There you go. I got to get on my phone and check something out real quick. All is well, Big Oos. We are moving to Arizona, my friend. David, my friend David's down in Stockton working as a refrigerator repair guy. I got to go online here and see if something went through. Sorry about that. I have to go down to I got to go down to Arizona to the house and meet the appraiser inspector to see if the house will appraise at what our bid is. What's up there, Hunter Biden's meth mouth? Yeah, look at that mouth. Yeah. Let's see. Yes, sir. From William O.N. From more William on. Yes, sir. $1. Cool. Finally out of California. We're not out yet, my friend. Yeah, I went through, Will. What's going on? Thumper, text me. We got to do I want to go on with LA Times, bro. Thumper was my neighbor in Tracy, man, and I tattooed on him, and I tattooed on Gisele, Rolo, and yeah. Give me a text, Thumper, and we'll get on your show and do a little thing if you'd like to. Arizona's close to our family. Arizona's cheap. Arizona's very free. You know, people down there carry guns on their side. People down there got it going on. I would like to go to Texas, but my wife doesn't want to go to Texas. So make sure Adrian registers to vote. Oh, Rancho Chava. Wow. Thank you so much. I would like to go to Texas, but thank you, Rancho Chava. Thank you so much, bro. Really. It means a lot. And that's going to go towards the pad, man. For real. There's some weird shit going on with like closing costs, and our bid was higher than normal because we want the seller to pay part of the closing costs. I don't understand all that shit, you know. But there is a lot of people. Thank you, Rancho Chava, so much. There's a lot of people from California there, and people who are from Arizona kind of paranoid about that because they don't want a bunch of libtards moving down there, you know. But the thumbs up, people. There you go. Hit the like button, please, and share. You know, we hit 22,000 subscribers, man. It blows my mind. Texas, I don't know. Texas seems cool by now. It's one of the most stressful things. Yeah, it seems. That's what she said. It's going to be kind of stressful, but so this is how it'll work. You know, I'm going to go down Monday, see the inspector Tuesday, then come right home. Yeah. That's right. You live in Placerville, Hunter Biden's meth mouth? Yeah. Yeah, so then once we have it, I'm going to go down there. She'll be here working while she finds a job down there. Yeah, we want California ties their shit. You know, they won't take our shithole politics with us because that's what we're trying to get away from. Be the invasion. Come on, man. I can have black powder rifle down there and black powder pistols. I'll be doing it like the old days when they took this country over. We fought let's see, we fought the Revolutionary War and part of the Civil War. They had black powder, so you know what I mean. We really hope it works out too. Let's see what's. Let's see. I live in the Texas for 30 years. Isn't it cool? Fist y'all, but Kelly dude's moving here. I understand exactly what you're saying, TJ. I see. Where are you at, Hunter Biden? You in Arizona or are you in Placerville? Because I'm in Placerville, but it's still part of California. You know? Let's see. My smoothbore black powder cannon, not considered a firearm. There you go. Haul me some cars back. Hunter Biden fires a white powder rifle. Oh, you're in Arizona. Cool. Well, we're going to be in Dolan Springs, which is close to Kingman. That's where we're going to be living. It's what's cool about it is Las Vegas is a little over an hour away. Bullhead City, Laughlin's right there. We go down to Topak, see my homeboy. We go over to Lake Havasu, see a friend of mine that used to live up here. So you know, it's all good. It's going to be a nice place. We're going to have 3 acres. So her dream has always been to have a horse. So once we get situated, she'll be allowed to get a horse. So white powder, Holmes. I don't know if we'll be close to Route 66. So we got an old truck. You know, all the roads in town are dirt. Yeah. Big Red, thank you. Much respects back to you, my friend. Yeah. Let's see. Thank you, Burl. I'm going to tell you something. We'll get a little snow. Say a beautiful statement. I don't appreciate it. I never hated on Texas, my friend. Rancho Chava, for real, brother. I'm Second Amendment advocate. So are you able to exercise your rights there given your situation? Thank you so much for that, Rancho Chava. No, I cannot ever in the United States have a firearm. She can. But I can have black powder rifle. Thinking about getting a 50 caliber black powder rifle, and then I can also have like a 40 cal. I got all the snow you need, big dog. That's right. Thank you, Big Red. Super sticker. Thank you. Awesome. Rancho Chava sent us some money, baby. Lot.
Hi, Rancho. How are you? That's so nice, guys. So thank you so much.
So it will snow where we live, where we're going to be living. What's up, Big Raj? How you doing? Roger from One Stop. What's up, brother? We're just talking about Arizona and possibly the deal for our home going through and us moving down there. We're trying to rally up all the positive vibes we can get, you know.
Hey, babe, did Debbie ever get a hold of One Stop with Roger? About that
Oh,
place
Roger,
over
did Debbie ever get a hold of you? Just curious. You can petition getting your rights on worth a shot. No pun intended. Modern firearms are worth it. Well, you know, either way, I could have black powder. That's right, Cadillac Chris, GC. That's right, brother. Let's see. We're doing good. Trent, thank you. You know, we can have black powder rifles. So, look at that, Big Roger.
And I haven't heard that name Wes Watson for a long time.
Wes Watson.
Yeah, somebody said that his wife did a video saying that he beat her butt.
Oh, really? He beat her up? So Wes Watson beat his old lady up?
That's what let me go back and look.
Yeah, find out the information on that. Breaking news. Wes Watson beats his transsexual wife.
Is Mitchell.
Hey, Wes, would you get mad when her penis is bigger than yours?
Wow. He will.
That's right.
That's for you, Will.
His wife just exposed him. Wes Watson.
John Hall's on, babe. Did you see that?
Yeah, Big John's on.
Okay.
Big John Hall. He went on the Hard Intentions motorcycle ride with us, and he sent me a
Somebody
text.
was worried about him the other day. They said they hadn't heard from him.
No, that was Chuck. That was Chuck.
Okay.
John Hall said he's got a reason to ride to Arizona more often.
That's right. And we have plenty of room. Just so you know, I'm just putting positive intentions out there. So my 60th birthday is in 2 years. Not this year, thank God, but next year. And so we're going to have
There's Will.
fat, love you too, Will. We're going to have a fat Hard Intentions party on a 3.5 acre.
We're going to have 3.5 acres of Joshua trees, cactus. Hopefully by then we'll have it cleared up. 2 acres are just still, you know, but got to figure out a way to make sure honey doesn't break it. Breaking route, working on that. That's right, Raj. Yeah, so we're gonna have her 60th birthday. We'll have a big ass Hard Intentions party. So not this October, but Halloween next year. You know? There's
John said I'll fucking be there.
you know, I heard you can have air. Now I've heard of compressed air. I have a friend in Dago. What's up, Hammer? That told me about air rifles and pistols. I heard guys carry tanks on their back with a hose going to their air, whatever. It'll shoot all the way up to 50 caliber pistols. So that's pretty cool.
It is beautiful out there and scary all at the same time. I can totally relate to that. Hey.
Well, you know, he did marry her. At the same time, looking well in life if you aren't careful. Texas doesn't like meth. That's right. Danny H, what's going on? You know, I wouldn't mind riding in Wyoming. We what's up, Ernesto? What's up, brother? Oh, you know, that's right, Big John. Yeah, California does equal meth, and you know what? I gotta say, like back in the day, we used to snort crank and all that. It's just not the same. The shit they're bringing over here and selling to these people is destroying them. It's turning them into zombies. It's no longer a party. It's a death sentence. I got to turn this light on. There's a bunch of shit piled on it. And she's over here going through stuff, trying to get things, trying to make it happen.
Rancho Chava.
Yeah, Rancho Chava. Happy birthday, brother. Celebrate with you guys. Salute.
But why do you need a gun? I got hands like a man. You want to wrestle a coyote? You want to...
Happy birthday, brother.
You want to wrestle a rattlesnake?
Thanks for sharing it with us. We need a gun because they have coyotes, badgers, mountain lions.
And we'll have goats.
And we're the property comes with 4 goats and 12 chickens. So look at that. Yeah, brother. SD Rooster, what's going on, brother? Yeah, so we'll be about 4.5, 5 hours from San Diego. You know, a lot closer than here, so we can go dip our feet in the ocean. That's right, Rancho. And you know, like I said, when they have the Laughlin River Run in Bullhead City, Arizona, we can go down there and sell T-shirts. What's up, Jeff? 3 years ago, that did not happen. So we can go down to Las Vegas. They have the motorcycle swap meet like we have here in Sacramento. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on out there, and we're kind of in a central hub location. It does snow in the winter a little bit, kind of similar to what it does here. When it's 115 degrees in Lake Havasu, it's only about 100 degrees there. And I went outside today. Excuse me. I went outside today here, and it felt like it was 110 degrees. It's very humid. So we're going to be living in dry heat, you know. I just got a question, man. That's right, brother. Look at that. Big Oos Sauce came down to see us on our Hard Intentions ride, too. And we're going to keep the Hard Intentions ride going. We're going to have to figure out the logistics on it, though. We might have to start in San Diego. I don't know. My Indian will go anywhere, anytime. Yeah. You know, I got a question. What the fuck happened to California? Oops. There goes that. California used to be a great state, man. Had a lot of great people. And I want to say it still has some really good people. Extreme drought. Good luck with that, Jeff. What happened to California? There's still a lot of good fucking people here. Everybody I talk to, understand. That's right. That's right. I like that. Yeah, Big Red. That's right. Snowflakes ruined the state. You know, everybody I talk to is like, you know, hey, what the fuck's going on? I mean, there's thousands and thousands of millions of people here that don't like what's going on. So, you know, I think I'm going to make a fucking prediction. I think on the next gubernatorial election, we're going to get a Republican governor, or we're going to get an independent governor. You know, Rancho, I don't know what you do for work. I'm telling you, Arizona, prices are cheap. There's a house over there for sale. I went and looked at it. It's 2 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, and it has a 2-car garage with 2 carports and a living quarters and storage in the back. It's $119,000.
It is scary to move, but you just do it.
That house needs flooring, it needs paint, it needs a little bit of roof repair. $119,000 on 1 acre. You know, it's, oh, dude. Let me tell you something, Rancho Chava. My homeboy lives in Topac, Arizona. It's on the river, Golden Shores. They got guys they got a guy I met at his pad. Let's see, what's that? Yep, but they're gonna get him out. So look, this guy flies in from Grass Valley in an airplane, buys up double wide mobile homes on 1 acre lots, guts them, rebuilds them, and flips them. And they told me, look, bro, you can make $1,000, $1,500 a month, a week, working for this guy. My homeboy snatched up a guy permanently that used to work for all these other guys. Now they're pissed off at him. Because he's got the guy working permanent now. There's no one there. There's work in Arizona, and no one wants to fucking do it. So Rancho Chava, I'm telling you, there's homes down there cheap, especially in northern Arizona, like where we're going, Dolan Springs, Topac. You can find pads pretty reasonable. Dolan Springs is only 40 miles from Kingman. There's plenty of work. If you're an electrician, bro, you can make money in Arizona.
We might have to have them come to our house.
Yeah.
It does make sense what Brooke said.
What's that?
Well, how I talk about commies in California as much as anybody, but it still makes me feel weird when people talk shit about it. Does that make sense? Yeah, because
it does make sense.
Because we live here.
Because we live here, and we hate what's happening. That's what I'm saying, bro. Is so many people live here that hate what's going on here. Why in the fuck is it happening? People hate it, dude. It's just like, yeah. Saw Carberg on tape. Someone in Texas had no respect for Kelly. Just saying. Proud ass hunk. He said, "Give me a mean tweets and lower gas prices." Arizona's nice. It is. You know, I agree with you, TJ. California has a lot of kids with no respect. You know. But look, here's the deal. They got to vote these fucking lames out of office, and they got to start pushing real, I don't know how to word it, like sensible shit, you know? Let's see, I spent part of the afternoon looking at Arizona homes. I really like it there. I happen to be up north. I can't handle 900 degrees. Nah, bro. Well,
Phoenix is not a place you want to live.
Now, Phoenix ain't where you want to live. What's up? King Spade 0891. I like your motorcycle, brother. Yo.
Plus, you're running out of water.
That lame Newsom is going to run for president, and a ton of people are going to vote for him. Hopefully not.
Hey, TJ, he said, no disrespect, Mitch. I'm just saying a lot of Cali people moved here.
Yeah.
And my city is shit show. And we're in the same boat. Like, even though
Trust
we live
me.
in California, we got all the bougie motherfuckers coming up here with their rude ass shit. And
you know, TJ, like we live in Placerville. We moved up here 7 months after I got out of prison. It was cool as fuck. You pull up to a stop sign, 4-way, and there's a car there, and you're here, and they're like, go ahead, and you're like, no, go ahead. It's like, no, you go ahead. It's like, I'm nicer than you know. And people are respectful, say hi. So during this pandemic, all these people that work for Google and these tech companies, they're working from home. They got tons of money. They realize I don't have to live in the shithole I created here in the Bay Area. So I'm going to move to the mountains. And they're coming up here buying houses that cost $200,000-300,000 grand. They're giving $500,000, $600,000, $700,000, $1 million for a $500,000 home. So That's why we're trying to buy a house in Arizona, because we cannot afford to buy a house where we live because of them. Same people that are going to your state and fucking it up, you know?
Well, we were both born and we can't afford to live here.
And we were born here, bro. And yeah, thank you, Sad. What's up, Tony664? What's up, Home Dirt?
Did you see Mighty White said bring him from Salinas Valley homes?
Mighty Salinas Valley homies, stay down, Salinas Valley. I really like that picture, that guy riding that bike, bro. Thank you so much. I got a friend over there. Do you know Bobby Barminski? He's from Salinas. No bosses who live in Arizona commute to Cali. I've seen their homes, freaking mansions.
Well, we don't live in a mansion, but that's what I'm going to be doing for a while.
I'm about to drop like a rock. Arizona might just wait a few months. You know, we're going to get what we got. So, Rancho, if you wait a while and the house is priced, look, our house is going to cost us less than $300,000 for 3 acres, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath. I'm going to have a fucking workshop where I can do woodwork and paint motorcycle parts. It's like a fucking dream come true.
You got an In-N-Out burger in South Texas? Are you freaking serious? Oh,
yeah.
That's sad, brother. That's sad.
Yeah, shout out to the Big House crew. I'm going to change here. 5 years ago, we minded our own business on In-N-Out burger in South Texas. Yeah, that's right.
Mitch is Orthodox. He's an Orthodox Christian.
I go to a Russian Orthodox Christian church. And so there is an Orthodox Christian church down there. It's a bit of a drive, but we go to an Orthodox Christian church. So, yeah. You know, TJ, don't look at it as they're trying to take over. Just try to re-educate them, you know? Awesome. Napish Soul. Cadillac. Chris. GC. Yeah, they had Thompson on again. I did a little video, and I'm about done with Thompson. I do want to shout out again and say, look, Mike Thompson said, and I want to clarify this because on one hand, he said, yeah, people are mad because I testified against the Hells Angels. And I'm not in a motorcycle club. Just I know guys in clubs, whatever. Then his very next breath, he says, yeah, Sonny Barger called me. He said Barger. Sonny Barger called me and told me there was a couple shooters up here and to keep my eye out. Number one, why would a guy who spent 65 years in a motorcycle club give a fuck about some guy who testified and put people in prison from his motorcycle club? He's a fucking rat. One guy's the outlaw, the other guy's the rat. Come on. Number two, Rancho. Talk about Whataburger. Yeah, so number two, I know personally for a fact through friends of mine who I love very much. There you go.
Hi, Roscoe.
What's up, Roscoe?
You gotta say it.
What?
You know.
Hold on. So the chief never talked on the phone. Sonny Barger did not talk on the phone because his voice was very bad. He had a voice box due to his cancer in his throat. He could hardly talk. What's up, Lupe? So he didn't talk on the phone. His wife, I think, would pass messages on to guys. His voice was like a whisper. And number two, why would he call some piece of shit rat and warn him about anything? Look at that. Jay Ward's on. What's up, brother? Yeah. Roscoe P. Coltrane, word. Yeah, hi, Jay Ward. What's up, brother? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, he had a voice box, you know, so why would But why would he warn some? If he thought some guys were up there to shoot this motherfucker, he would probably be glued to his television, like waiting for the news, you know. Yeah, R.I.P. to the chief. Yeah, all is well there. Look at Jay Ward, man. He's in rehab. He's going to be going to court soon, and we hope that the judge takes note of his efforts and gives him a second chance at life the same way I got a second chance.
Debbie.
And what's up, Debbie? I'm telling you, I'm 6'4", bro.
I just asked if you got in contact with Roger.
Yeah, there you go. Did you get in contact with Roger, Debbie? So Jay Ward, hey, hats off to Jay Ward. Let's give positive vibes to Jay Ward.
Right.
He's doing the right shit, and hopefully he'll get a pass. You know, he has a couple of autistic kids he loves to death, and I know for a fact that all he wants to do is get out and get his life back on track and be able to take care of his kids, you know?
Hey, I want to say something really quick.
What's
Hopefully
that?
they'll see it. So some people reached out from Chowchilla, women, and they asked me to get approved for a visitor, and I wanted to let them know that the instructions that they gave me don't work. I actually have to go through an approved visiting system, and you guys have to send me a visiting form. That is the only way I can video visit you guys, and we can do that. So I hope that you see it.
What was her name? Nicole?
Nicole. Yeah. So if you see this,
same as our daughter.
make sure that you send us a visiting form.
Yeah.
And our address is all over our website, so our P.O. boxes. So just feel free to send those forms in there. I would do it myself, but it has to come from you. So I don't want you guys to think I forgot about you. I didn't. Okay.
Yeah. So Nicole, that called from CIW, call me and I'll give you our address so you can send us the visiting forms. Adrian has to get approved as a visitor in order to do a video chat with you.
Can I write them a letter without being approved?
You can write them letters. Yeah.
I'll write them a letter too. So
yeah, that's right, Jay Ward. Yeah, everybody knows Jay Ward. He's been with us for a long time, man. He's getting his shit together. You know, whatever his issues were, I mean, he's dealing with shit and he's getting his life on track, and that makes me feel good, you know. So, yeah, you know, why would a motherfucking rat just drop somebody's name? So you see, I know, and people in the know. John Hall said, I bet my future ex-wife is in Chowchilla right now. You know, John, we can hook you up with this young lady. She's about your age, bro. And she's probably right up your alley. Papa Jack, what's happening, brother?
Hi, Papa Jack.
And so, you know what they say about guys that lie, right? When you find out one or two things are a lie, you got to just assume that everything they fucking say is a lie, right?
He has an explanation for everything. Okay?
John Hall said, you've got my attention. We hear from her, bro. We'll hook you up. Look at Mr. Matchmaker.
It was a huge name drop. I couldn't even believe he said that shit.
Yeah. So when he said that, come on, man. Everything the guy says is a fucking lie. You know? It really is. It really is. You know? I mean, the integrity of the name he dropped is, you know, come on. And like a friend of mine says, you know, love him or hate him, respect him. Any man who spends 65 years in a motorcycle club, come on, man. That ain't no easy life. And he will be missed. He was very loved by a lot of people. So, you know, don't drop his fucking name out the side of your mouth when you're like the total opposite of what he was, you know? Yeah. There you go.
Hi, Leslie.
Left Lane Outlaw, what's going on, brother? What's up, Lance?
Thanks for your number, Debbie. Are you doing okay?
So Debbie, we'll give you the hookup. Well, I'll get with you on Instagram or something, shoot you the hookup.
She just sent me her number, babe.
Okay.
Hi, Lance G.
Life's good out here, man. Look, I've been out of prison 5 years in September. And let's go, Thompson. You know, I never thought, you know, my mother-in-law asked me tonight, did you ever think you would be a homeowner? We're not yet, but we're working on it. You know, I told her, man, I never thought I would get out of prison. So, you know, when you do the right thing, which I really do my best. Thank you, TJ. I really do my best to do the right thing, you know. You know, no one's perfect. I know I'm not perfect, but I really do the best I can to do the right shit, especially when it comes to other people, you know. You know, I don't fuck people around. I don't burn people. I treat people with respect. I don't fucking rob, steal, fuck over people to get ahead in life. I don't fucking lie to people about shit for monetary gain or whatever, or to boost my image. And you know, other guys do, and look what happens. They get arrested. You know, just saying. You know, you see? So, you know, there's a lesson there in life, you know. Do the right shit. And, you know, the right shit will happen for you. You know, I've had people step up and help me out.
Yes,
People that I never expected, I never asked them. And they, there you go. Thank you so much. Big Red, thank you, man. Really, that means a lot. It really does. PSA to the nation. We need this as a PSA to the nation. You know, it really means a lot when people step up and say, "Hey, you know," just like that, like, "Hey, you're a good dude, man." Like when I go to the barber shop, I mean, I feel like I'm at home. I feel like I got nothing but love coming because they just some good people in there, and they're like, "Hey, uh, you know, they got love for me, and I got love for them." And so it just blows my mind when people step up to help you. And it's an affirmation that you're doing the right shit, you know. So
Aww.
thank you, Big Red.
Red Dice said, man, what the heck? You just interrupted the Saturday night CCR jam session, bro. I had to shut it down and tune in when I see you come across my screen.
You know, CCR. Oh, Brett Favre's on. Look at Brett Favre.
He said, what a smiley helmet for a Hard Intention shirt. My last name is Hard. That's awesome. I want to get one for my dad for his birthday. All our shirts are generally about $22.
Yeah.
And just go to our website and you can order them from our website.
Yeah, you got hardintentions.com. You can pick up one of our shirts. And when I see your name, if your last name is Hard, I'll recognize it. So, you know, I don't want to give any of them any more of my time.
Warbird is happy you're here, brother. That's like a thing.
Yeah. Straight blade shave, bro. Barber. Yeah. Yeah. Demosh. I went in there and get my head. Yeah. Karma's the beautiful yet deadly thing.
Did you get your head shaved, Mitchell?
Not recently, but let's see. I've gotten in there and they warm your head up. They put all kinds of warm shit, wrap your head with a towel, and they shave your head with a straight razor. It's awesome. And when Turkey Loco came up here, I took him over there and got him. They shaved his face with a straight razor and hooked him up, man.
Red Dye, how are you?
Watching for quite a while. Show much respect. Thank you so much, Oscar Valdez. Thank you.
Babe, you want to talk about a raffle?
Yeah, you want to repost the link? So we have a link on here in the comments when we first started. We're having a raffle for the big piece of wood I painted, and we're having a raffle for the little wedge of wood out of a tree that I painted. And we're going to use the money out of the raffle towards our house. The cost it costs to buy a house. So what you got going on? Oh yeah. So she got the link.
So
yeah, here's the big one.
Both links are on our community page, and they're also on Mitch's Facebook.
Oh, I can't get the whole thing in there.
And I posted one on the comments earlier too.
Well, that's the big one. There we go.
This is so light. I thought this was going to be really heavy.
This is black walnut, and my friend's dad, Gunner. You know, he has a big sawmill. It's a chainsaw mill. So this is a slab off the side of a piece of walnut. He gave it to me. He goes, go paint something on that. I'm like, all right. And then, so that's that. And we got tickets for that, or how much? $20. And then we got some tickets for this for $10. This is a wedge out of a tree. She got the bark back there. I just got a hair up my ass to paint that. You know, let's see. You know, woo. So we got a raffle going for this too. I'm winning that. Left Lane said, look out, I'm winning that.
They're listed on our community page too, that links for the raffle.
It's on our community page.
And it's on Facebook.
What's it cost? $10 and $20. I do not know about Jason Jesse. I don't know.
Of course he's going to autograph it. Whoever wins it, he'll sign it.
Rancho Chavez, I would love that freaking painting. Where? Rancho Chavez said where? There's a link in our
I'll put the link
in our community page, and she's going to redo it on the comments. There's a link we can buy raffle tickets, and I think there's 25 tickets for each one, right, babe?
Yes.
So
I can open it up for more if we want more people to get them, but
yeah, I don't want to, you know, but we're going to use the funds towards our house, whatever we make off that. And I got some, you know, I can raffle off those pencil drawings too, babe, the Vikings and all that stuff. So we got some other stuff. We'll see how this goes. That I'll probably raffle off. I have some Viking paint, pencil drawings I did when I was in Corcoran and some other shit. What's going on? W Cross Channel. What's going on? How you doing? Between a shovel head and a pan head. Well, they had pan heads, and then they came out with shovel heads. And pan heads are weak. Let's see. Yeah, I did see the school shooting in Texas where the cops did jack shit. So, guys, you should take pan heads and put shovel head top ends on them because shovel head top ends are weak.
We just sold 6 tickets.
Really?
Mr. John Hall.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, John. That's so cool.
Wow, thank you, John.
That's so awesome.
That's bitching.
It is really bitching. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You're gonna post it.
Quick.
You're gonna post it where they can see it in the comments, babe.
That's what I'm trying to do.
All right. Yeah, I saw that school shooting. The dogs are outside right now. I got them out in the runway. I hit the wrong button. That's right, John.
It's still hot as balls out there.
No, shovel heads actually are better. They call pan head because the rocker box cover looks like a pan, and the shovel head top looks like a shovel head. Looks like a shovel. That's why they call it that. Flatheads are flat and they had fins on them. You know, they had a name. Knuckleheads had a couple knuckles where the rockers went through. Yeah. Yeah, Chewy's out in the runway. Here's the beauty of this. When we moved to Arizona, we got a doggy door already in the house, and they're going to be able to run wild. That's what her and his family all met, and a state that is equal miles anyway as you can get for everyone smack dab, probably Kansas, Nebraska, I think in the middle of America. Well, we're going to be in Arizona. What's up, Ghost Rider? Love and respects to you. I like Indians, TJ. It's 91 degrees in this house in Sacramento. Yeah, it's hot, man. Come on, Mitch. You pointed so bad. You know, it is. It is bad because it costs a fortune to live here. Mind them all. Let's see. In the night in the desert. Well, we're going to keep them in at night, obviously. You know, we'll take them out for their last little run at night and then bring them in, you know. I had a shovel head before I went to prison. It's 80 in Chicago. West squats and beat her up. Hey, innocent till proven guilty. But, you know, he does seem like the guy who's steroided out and would probably assault this woman or his transsexual married partner. What's up, Turkey Loco? We're going to move to Arizona, bro, and I expect you to come on out there when it's snowing. I don't know if you can go skiing or anything where we're at, but, you know, we're going to have 3 acres, brother. Yeah, maybe she burned his eggs. Maybe maybe her penis was bigger than his. Well, then when it didn't stop. I like shovel heads, but I really like my Indian, you know. Ooh, he attacked her with a knife. Wow. Let's see. Yeah, he did have some huge. Yeah, I mean, she did have some, you know. Hey, look, maybe Wes Watson, maybe the things Sid, maybe the things Big Sid, the shot caller, says about Wes Watson are true. He said he used to bleach out his cornhole when he was in prison. So we'll see. Yeah. Gang-ish, oyster sauce. What's going on, brother? Thank you for the love. My comedian loved Indians. He was, you know, TJ, they say that She-Man Watson. I'll boat out there, do some bass fishing. Yep. Yeah, you know, our house is always open to you, brother. You know, it's wonder what you like Indian over Harley, but love them. Well, here's the deal, bro. Dolan is fall and sweet. Winter can be cold but nice. Spring is awesome. Summer, great if you like it. Hot but cool at night. Vegas right up the road. That's right. That's why we're moving there. I'm going to ride out there. We had a Hard Intentions ride before back in May. We'll have to do another one. We will do them. I imagine it would be pretty ugly if Wes Watson went back into the pen. If Wes Watson went back into the pen, it would be very ugly, you know. And there's the link for the raffle. Wes Watson was your yoga trainer. Yeah, that's right. So I like Indians very much. They were mismanaged. That's why they went out of business in 1953. Polaris owns the Indian brand. I have a Polaris Indian. I love it. So here's the deal with Indian Harley. They sent motorcycles over during World War II to Europe. Whatever motorcycle a guy rode when he was in the war, like Indian or Harley, that's usually what he bought when he came home. So the guys were brand loyal because they rode them during the war. You know what I'm saying? Gary Hartman. No, but I do know a guy named Hartman. His name is Ken Hartman. I don't know Gary Hartman. Lots of quads out there. I would like to have a quad. I would like to have a quad out there in the desert. Indians, my favorite. Harleys are cool, but Indians rule. Out in the desert where we're going to live, all the roads are dirt. Some of them are kind of ruddy and rocky. They sell property that has no electric. We have electric. There's an electric pole by our property. We have a well. A lot of guys where we're going, should you do? The answer is yes. I knew that was one. What kind of motor did the Indian have? Was it better than it had a flat head, TJ? There we go. There's the link to the raffle. So a lot of guys have to haul their water in. They got 500-gallon water haulers. But we have a well on the property that we want to buy. So we'll be pretty good. Let's say Kerry Lake is going to be the next governor of Arizona. All right. I like Indians, bro. Boomerang time. Yeah, it costs $50,000 to drill a well out there. So our property has a well on it. So we're very lucky. Otherwise, we'd have to drive to a well about 2-3 miles away with a 500-gallon tank and run the water back and forth. It also has water storage. Look at that, from Kentucky. Rooster Run, what's up, my friend? Looks like you got a motorcycle helmet on that picture. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, so we're lucky this property has a well on it, which is like gold, just like you said. A well is gold, you know. Let's see, Harley, but those victories from Polaris were nice. Surprised they stopped making them. Victories are a good motorcycle also. What's up, Big Smitty? How you doing, Kev? Got fuck the fly buzzing around here. Big Kev was in the joint with me in a couple different prisons, and he's out in Oklahoma living well. And
Aaron, thank you so much for buying some raffle tickets too. That's awesome. Thank you.
Aaron bought some tickets.
Aaron bought some tickets.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Let's see, yoked up, big white Sid. I like that, Roscoe. That picture's cool. Is that Fester? What's the name from the Addams family? I'm native and riding Indian. I used to have a shovel. Loved it. I got a new Indian. I'd love to have an old one too for around town. But I have the 2022 Super Chief. It's got dual shocks. It's got a steel, tubular steel frame, all that.
Okay, so we're going to announce the raffle next Saturday.
So next Saturday, the raffle's over. By next Saturday, we're gonna announce a winner. So hopefully we can sell the tickets, sell them out before we have the raffle. But whatever happens, the raffle will be over next Saturday. So get on there and get your ticket, please. Thank you. Kenneth Dutton, thank you so much. I'm glad you like your shirt. We do our best to get them out, Yeah, that's right, Smitty. I think we got $10 tickets for the wedge and $20 tickets for the bigger piece. The raffle is for artwork that we showed earlier, the big paintings on the wood. So, yeah, I like Indian motorcycles. I'm thinking about riding out. I got to ride out Monday to see the inspector for the appraisal on the house. So I'm thinking about riding out there. I'm gonna have to dump a little oil in my motorcycle before I go, because it's due for an oil change. So I might have to cap it off and then hit it. Yeah, Big Sid. I think Big Sid. He might have known Mike Thompson. He might have He might have been the reason Mike Thompson DC'd up. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, life's good, man. I was a fuck up for many years and in prison. And then, I straightened my ass up. I was still kind of an asshole for a long time, but, I got myself out of prison. I worked to get out of prison. I went through the long-term offender program with Big Sid knows everyone.
Thank you, Salvador. That just bought 10 tickets
Wow.
for the raffle. Appreciate that too. John Hall, Aaron, thank you guys so much. We're almost tapped out on one.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. It's in Casa Grande. That's right, Burrow. Yeah, I think Big Sid might have put Mike Thompson in the hat. You know what I'm saying? It's from the Carolinas. Roscoe P. Coltrane, my puppy used to he'll climb. That's right. So I kind of worked my way out of prison by my behavior and by my own efforts. People took notice and they let me out. And I'm still out. Other guys rat their way out of prison. They bada bing, what's up? John said, might have to do the raffle tonight. Rancho Chavo said, Big Sid should check Mike Thompson. Other guys go around to victimize people, and then they PC up and they rat on everybody. And, one of my crime partners ratted his way out of prison. He was also a dropout, and he got out before me. And he went back to prison 3 or 4 times for heroin. He didn't learn anything. When you go through the programs they want you to go through, and you're sincere about it, you learn shit. I learned enough stuff throughout my career in prison to realize I had to change the way I looked at things, and I had to change my behavior. Those programs are that, my family, my wife, my friends, they're the reason I'm still out. Other guys get out because they do all the wrong shit. They rat their way out of prison. They cooperate with law enforcement. They don't have to fucking take a trade. They don't have to self-improve. And they let them out because they're fucking rats, and they go back to prison. So, I'm not a big fan of, just because some guy cooperates with law enforcement, it does not mean that he's a changed person. It means that he's saving his own fucking ass. What's that stinking thing? Stinking thinking. That's right. Right? Yeah, no cop told him. Number one, if a cop watched my podcast, he wouldn't even know my name, really. He would just know hard intentions. So that's just something he made up, I don't really know Dubs. Is Dubs the South Side that got out of prison, baby?
Yeah, that's what I used to really like to watch.
Yeah, I watch him.
I haven't watched him for a while.
Yep. Bro, Mike Thompson on that
You got
list.
85 people on right now.
Wow, that's cool. So, guys don't just cooperate with the cops because they have a change of heart or a convergence of heart. They cooperate with the cops, because they have a problem. And in this case, there was a guy I know for a fact that there was a guy who was in that organization long before him, who was passed away, rest in peace, put him in the hat. And like I said, my video, He said he dropped out because they killed Steve Barnes' dad. Steve Barnes was in that crew. He dropped out along with Harpo and Jerry and all. He was part of that crew, right? So they got out. Some dude got out and killed his dad. He says he dropped out because he didn't agree with that. Well, here's the deal. He knew what was going to happen. He knew they were sending this dude out there to kill Steve Barnes' dad. So the biggest gang is the cops. That's right. So if he didn't like what was going on, he could have dropped out before that guy got out and killed Steve Barnes' dad, right? And told the cops, hey, they're going to kill this guy's dad. It could have saved that guy's dad. It could have saved his life. But instead, he used that as an excuse. Well, they killed Steve Barnes' dad, so I dropped out. Right? That's bullshit.
Left Lane Outlaw just bought 6 tickets.
Wow.
Thank you, Left Lane.
Yeah.
I guess it doesn't stop at 25 because that's 28 tickets.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
keep it going.
He wasn't joining the Boy Scouts. Right. And another thing he says, well, you know, if you don't like my cooperation with law enforcement, then obviously you condone killing women and children. And that's bullshit. No one likes motherfuckers that kill women and children. Here's the deal. He ratted on some guy who supposedly went up to Oregon and killed some woman and her 2 kids. Well, that guy was in prison that he was in when he was an active member of a prison gang. So why didn't he have the motherfucker killed? If he knew about it, right? Let's see. White. Point out a Native American like that and I'll shut up. That's right. He's not Native American, bro. He was from Orange County and he's white. And I know guys that were in Tracy with him when he first went to prison, and they were also in San Quentin with him. So, you know. Wow, thank you, Jason Fink. Thank you so much. From Connecticut. All right. Dudes want to be in the car until it's time to take care of business, then drop out. Fucking lames. So here's my thing, right? If he knew when he was an active member of that crew, if he knew the information that he testified against in court, if he knew that information before he dropped out and turned rat, why didn't he have that dude killed? I never knew it. And I was in prison with that guy for about 3 years. And I never heard him say anything about it. I didn't know he did that, if he did. So how he knew, I'm sure, is a lie. Why didn't he have him killed? Why didn't he whack that dude? People let him know it's fucking scumbag is what he is. You know, here's the deal. I had a homeboy named Loser. He was in that crew. They killed him. Mike Thompson was involved with that. Somebody grabbed Loser through the bars, grabbed him by the hair and held him while somebody else stabbed him. So, I didn't really like Loser, but I think it was a pretty chicken shit way to kill him. So one thing they teach you in there, yep, and Roger was around in those prisons before me, actually. So why that punk is yellow. Let's see. Yep. I'm not going to talk to that dude ever, bro. I got nothing to say to that motherfucker, and you know why. So, if I didn't know that guy did that, how the fuck does he know? And if he knew, why didn't he have him whacked? Because he didn't know. He was more concerned about his own. Look, you're talking about somebody who's 70-something years old now, and all he's ever cared about is himself. Splinter Dude's doing good. I happen to know Mike Thompson's crime partner. Yeah. And I asked him to come on the show. I don't know if he will. He's living a pretty quiet life now. He's out. He's a decent guy. I know him. In prison. What's up, babe?
Definitely just bought 6 more tickets.
Wow.
And I want to
real?
give a shout out to Brett Favre. He's just bought a shirt from you.
Oh, wow. Awesome. That's badass. Thank you so
Thank you guys
much.
very much.
I don't know what happened here. Rehab. My Wi-Fi went out. I think treatment center need to fix this issue. I can follow the show. That's right. This doesn't mean nothing. His behavior is the truth. Exactly. You know what they say, the proof is in the pudding, right? So, this guy's trying to name a new number. Shout out Splinter. Like Smitty says right here, his behavior is the truth, right? The proof is in the pudding. So he's trying to put everything off on his co-defendant in this EDV scam. And,
Sean
why?
Kelly just bought 6 tickets also. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Sean.
Good luck to y'all.
Sharon Stutz. Smitty. That's another no. I'm actually not talking about Clifford Smith, but he was his buddy. If you know that, then you must have been in prison because he was Mike Thompson's buddy. They both dropped out. You don't see Clifford Smith out on the streets, do you? So, you know what I mean?
Oh, John, he's bucking it up right now.
Is
John
he?
Hall just bought 10 more tickets. Get the out of here.
That's crazy.
You're crazy.
From Queens, New York City, Machito. What's going on in New York City? Man, you live in the wildest city in the country, bro.
Papa Jack said he's going to South Dakota.
I see that.
Anybody want to meet there?
Yeah, exactly.
John, you're crazy, John Hall.
That guy's worked for years polishing up that story, right? Thank you so much, John Hall. All you guys that bought tickets so far for this raffle, I just want to thank you. Really. It means a lot to me. From Bakersfield, bro. That was Florence. That's right. Bryn. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about, Big Smitty. Run it up. Let's get and thank you, everyone. That's right. You know what? I got faith that we're going to get this house. We're doing everything we can to get it.
Thank you, everybody, for helping us because this is our first time doing it.
This is
kind of scary.
It is a little. It's going to have some up and downs, and we're OG Badger's doing good, bro. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, right. Oh, One Eye Smitty, yeah. So I heard a story, Smitty. There was a cop named Victor Valdez. He was all tattooed up and he used to work in San Quentin. He went to Vacaville. He said he used to work visiting. And so Clifford Smith was Mike Thompson's buddy. He had got one eye and, his eye went out on him and all that. So good luck, sir. Hope you get that. Thank you. Cobb, what's up, Big Mike? And so he's working the visiting room, and this guy's on a phone visit, and he's listening to the visit. And his mom tells him, look, dummy, I'm getting ready to die from cancer. And she goes, everyone has a great night. Thank you so much, Rod, for tuning in. I don't really fuck with JD, bro. And so Smitty's mom tells him, look, you fucking dummy, before I die, I want to tell you one thing. Get the fuck out of that, drop. She tells him to drop out. She goes, just do one thing right in your fucking life and drop out. And he did. He dropped out of a prison gang. So
good night, Roger.
good night, Raj. So he listened to his mom, and he dropped out of the gang around the same time that Mr. Mike Thompson. They were buddies, they did things together, that, from what I understand, ended people's lives. So
did Mike Thompson really do 35 years in PC?
Mike Thompson did 35 years in protective custody.
Wow.
He was in Corcoran. Back in the shoe, they had a special unit for them. So
William Brown just said, I think I'm going to buy the Viking shirt. I like this channel. That's so
thank
cool.
you so much, William. And so Smitty's not out of prison. Mike Thompson is, but Smitty's not. Listen to.
And don't you think it's weird that people seem to forget that he got arrested and was in jail for fucking EDD fraud? Like, and no one's talking about that.
Yeah.
And then he's out on OR.
Yeah. Listening to mom is not a bad thing, Being a rat, telling all your friends after you kill people for them and all that, that's kind of fucked up. But I listen to my mom,
Ryan, he's out on OR right now.
So here's the thing with Mike. Mike got busted. He got busted for putting up the knife on one in the Raffle and the anniversary party. I didn't see that. I'm going to see a friend in San Quentin. Where were we in 2012? I'm trying to think.
Also, I wanted to say too that I'm going to be posting we were posting a members only video, and we are going to next week.
I was in Soledad Central, Jason. At San Quentin, I left San Quentin in 2011 because I got caught smuggling tobacco. That's right, Jason. Let's see. Clifford listened to mom, but I didn't change his predatory ways. That's right. So Mike Thompson got busted for EDD, the biggest EDD scam in the country. And the judge, it's like $3 million or some shit. And the judge let him out on his own reconnaissance. I've never been to the East Coast. I would like to go sometime and meet a Max here in Oklahoma.
It's Employment Development Department. So basically, he scammed a bunch of fucking homeless people. They had to answer for everything. It wasn't his fault. He didn't do it. He didn't know. Blah, blah, blah.
William Brown, hats off to you, brother, for getting your life on track. That's awesome.
Susan Burl wrote, I remember one time living out in the desert in Arizona. My brother took out the garbage and I yelled snake, and that garbage flew about 10 feet in the air.
EDD is unemployment. So.
Hi, Teresa.
So supposedly what the newspaper article said was that he was getting homeless people, some of them were veterans, and through his job as a counselor or some bullshit, signing them up for unemployment, EDD benefits. The card would come in. They send the money to Bank of America. They send you a credit card, debit card. You go there and pull the money out. He got the card, and he kept the money. So, yeah, I agree with you 100%, bro. Homeless people have suffered enough. You know what I'm saying? So he was working these homeless people. Some of them were veterans, Some of them, I'm sure, were dope heads. Some of them were, whatever. They need help. And so instead of helping him, he helped himself, supposedly. So, now he wants to go on all these shows and declare his innocence and put it off on his co-defendant. Now his co-defendant Been wrong with you a minute. Glad I caught you live. Hope you're keeping good. Sean Whelan, thank you for tuning in, brother. Thank you for your patronage of our channel. It means a lot to us. Yeah, also his co-defendant, supposedly, they started a business when they were in prison. Mojo on his side.
Left lane said disqualified John.
Yeah, I
His
see
winner's Mojo on his side.
Let's see what a 2-year-old's party today. That's right. And even gangsters have morals. Yeah. You got to have some kind of morals, you know. You don't steal from people on the bottom, you know. So anyway, his co-defendant got out of prison and supposedly worked Mike Thompson's wife out of, I believe Mike did it in a way that is nothing on him. You know, I think you're right. But here's the deal. When you go use your debit card at an ATM machine, isn't there a camera that takes pictures of guys using their debit cards? It might be photographic evidence. But also, his co-defendant got his wife in debt for like $900,000. They were supposed to buy heavy equipment and lease it out to construction people. Never happened. He just took the money. And so he's saying his co-defendant had a gambling habit and he was part of a methamphetamine crew. So, you know, you're going to tell me you're going to meet some guy in prison and have your wife give him $900,000 worth of credit on her name? I don't fucking think so. Fucking flies are driving me crazy in here. Andrew Pratt, hope you're doing well, man. Best wishes from Illinois. Thank you, brother. You might have made the other guy go to the bank. You know, the bottom line is he's a user, you know, so I mean, I'm feeling so bad from, man, people jump back. I've got something wrong with me. You got a sunburn, brother? Yep. You don't steal like that, bro. If you got a scam, like I heard a story about the now deceased Barry Mills, and I don't really know him. This guy's a card. Almost guys, it says card in Lower Wacker Drive. We had some lame go to the ATM form. So this guy that I just mentioned and some other guys, some Mexican cats, they supposedly dressed up like armored car drivers. Do you know anything about the Wes Swanson guy and said he ran yards in Cali? Yeah, I know that he didn't run shit, and most of his stories are lies. My homeboys don't like him. He's from San Diego, supposedly North County. He's a lying sack of shit, and he's embellishing stories about places he's never been and things he's never done to make, you know, he's a millionaire. You know, he's made millions of dollars off YouTube, which I definitely have not even come, even anywhere near that. He's also a motivational speaker. He charges people hundreds of dollars to be their life coach. So he's used this YouTube platform and his bogus prison stories to become pretty wealthy. Yeah, the only thing Wes runs is his mouth. Trust me, if that guy would have rolled up on people in some of the prisons he says he was out with a shit that he said he would have been taken down.
Remember that time Jamie said that he ran out of the visiting room? Or he said somebody ran out?
Yeah, he said some guy ran out of the visiting room with Corcoran or some shit. You don't just walk out of the visiting room without being strip searched. Yeah. Yeah, the Baron.
Motivational yeller. I agree.
Yeah, so anyway, Barry and these other guys went in the bank, dressed up like armored car guys, and they gave them the money, and they robbed the bank as armored car guards and got away. They ended up getting busted later, but you know, I don't got any attention. Gobshites, the word we live in. Where do you and Splinter are the real ones? Splint, thank you. Thank you, Sean, so much. Well, you never mailed them to me. Wow. Volumes videos, everyone back in the SNY yards, right?
Oh, look who's on. John Holmes is on.
John Holmes, what's going on, brother? We're doing all right, John Holmes. How are you?
Oh, there's Wax. Wax on.
Is he?
Yep.
Wes Squatson, that's right, brother. Like how Mike said, he took a vow of nonviolence, then said if anyone wants to come and get him, they better come correct. Yeah, I got you. I was a victim of a Craigslist scam back in the day. Used Western Union to send money, and when I found out mine was stolen, I went to San Fernando. He taken me. He said there was nothing he could do. Yep. Exactly. These online scams really, you know. So online scams. When I got out of prison, I had $10,000, and I was looking for a motorcycle, and I was on my phone, used Harley Davidson motorcycle. I was looking for them, right? There you go. And so I found a 2016. I got out in 17, right? They said, I emailed them. They said, our son passed away, bad memories. We just want to get rid of this motorcycle. So the email said, oh, this motorcycle is stored in the eBay warehouse in North Dakota and blah, 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 blah. So I go, hey, I could not get any solid information on it. So I got a hold of her. She was in San Jose at the time, and Cupertino. And so she calls the number, and it turns out it's an international number. Guy had a heavy African accent, and she clowned the guy and put a lot of meat in my freezer with my flint pot. That's right. So it was a scam. I almost fell for it. And the join live. That's right, John. Living scared, cacti. You see my touchdown when I was on that with channel. I called him out, and he said he should have Smiley as a guest. The like Holmes. I wouldn't go on Sean Atwood's channel, and I would not talk with Mike Thompson. He tried to say, caffeine is a diuretic. It could dehydrate more. Yep. Those are sick people, those thieves. Yep. When you steal, but here's the deal. Robbing a bank as an armored car guard shows the creativity. It's a criminal mind, but there's some creativity there. They robbed the bank without hurting anyone or threatening anyone. They went in as armored car guards and were giving them money. That's the kind of guys who were in prison when I went to prison. They were gangsters. They were criminals. Let's see what they say. Romanian. Yeah, there you go. Let's see. Doing this new channel, Vegas Prison Stories. He's a wood and a funny dude, and maybe check him out. I'll check him out. Vegas Prison Stories, babe. Yeah, balls of steel. Can you imagine going in a bank dressed up as an armored car guard to rob it? And that takes nuts. But those are the kind of guys that were in prison. There was a bunch of them. Bob Beeler. He's passed away. Rest in peace, Bob. He goes, Smiley, I'm a gambler, a hitman, and a pimp. And he was. He was a Korean War veteran. Mike Johnson, G City, fucking Williams. That's right. Jake Vale, how you doing, Mitch? Once I rewatches the slop burrito video the night I my ass up. That's right, brother. Yeah, smart convicts behave awful dumb out here. Yeah. Some Trailer Park Boy stuff. Link it on. Thank you, bro. So, but the thing was, when they get out in the streets, they're criminals. They had some brains. They knew how to make money. Guys now, you go to prison, you don't have them kind of guys in prison anymore. I'm telling you, they're not in there. I'm sure they do, my friend Matt.
Oh, babe, you know what?
Uh,
I want to thank everybody too because Mitch just hit 22,000 subscribers. So
yeah, we got
that's super cool.
We got 22,000 subscribers, and that just blows my mind. I remember when we first hit 1,000, I was blown away. You know, I never thought it would last this long. I never thought we'd come this far. But we have a family and a community here now. So, see that ball steal means that never got caught. Maybe a high sentence, unsolved. You know, I got a homeboy do some elk hunting. 2K all day. Let's go. So when I was in the county jail, I used to talk to my homeboy Danny Dog, and he was not a dropout. He just a walk away. He told me, "Hey, I'm done. The unounce is really good. Read some of the hardcore motherfuckers in that book." Included myself a couple times. That's right, Big Smitty. You know, Danny Dog robbed from San Diego to the Canadian border and back. He hit gas stations, convenience stores, banks, grocery stores. What's going on, Amber? Oh man, that would be so cool. I'm not as smart as I'd like to be, but you know. Rancho Chava, man. It's okay, answer opinion on Larry Lawton, the biggest jewel thief. I think he's an informant. So, blame the system and not reblame the rehabilitation comes from within. That's exactly right, John. Amber, everything is good. Everything's good, Amber. Thank you for tuning in. Crime does not pay. So Danny Dog robbed from San Diego to the Canadian border and back, and he sent money into guys in prison because he was in a prison gang. And, you know, he ended up quitting. He told me, "Hey, I'm done." He told me, "Hey, I got out of 4A, the hole." And someone told him, "You know, once you kill this guy," and he goes, "I ain't killing shit. I'm done." And he stayed on the yard for about 3 months, went out to the ranch for 3 months, and he went home. Yep, you got it, Kev. Danny Rollinson, my homeboy, I love him to death. You know, and
Crime doesn't pay, but the hours are good.
there you go. So Danny went back to prison. I know he was in Soledad. He walked up to the card table on the yard and slapped a couple bone crushers on the table. Told him, "If you guys got a problem with me, let's fucking handle it right now." He was a bad motherfucker. He could fight, he could stab, he could kill, he could rob, and you know he lived this. He lived his entire life like that, and you know he was a good dude. He gave me some very good advice in the county jail when I was a kid fighting a murder beef. You know. So, rest in peace, Danny Dog Rollinson. Yeah. You know, I miss him. I was really hoping I could see him when I got out because, I knew him in the county jail, and then I seen him in prison, and I could tell you a story about Danny. He let's see, the man was a great read as well. Let's see. You can see write a book. You have so many stories in there. Yeah. So Danny was in Donovan with me, and so these Southsiders would go stick a bunch of dope up their ass because they had a big homie in a hole, and they would jump on a white dude and they'd go to the hole and they'd take whatever they had to take to the hole to the big homie. And, I got tired of it. And I found out some lames gave these dudes a green light to jump on certain dudes, and they jumped on a friend of mine. So I told Danny Dog, I said, hey, man, hey, bro, these dudes are jumping on white dudes so they can go to the hole and see their big homie in the hole, and I'm fucking tired of it. And he goes, that's right. And we went up to the dude on the yard who was a shot caller for him, and Danny was like this, like poking the guy. And he goes, he basically told me, he goes, if this shit happens again, I'm going to kill you. And the guy said, what'd you say? He goes, and he's poking him. He goes, you heard me in the chest. And he goes, you heard me. I'm going to kill you. Don't let it happen again. And it never happened again. So Danny was a fucking bad motherfucker, and he was a good dude. So, yep, walk the yards openly. How scary they were, how much they were anything. These guys were just regular dudes to me. I mean, MS-13 guys are in there. I mean, they're just like anyone else. Some of them are cool, some of them ain't. Some are bad motherfuckers, and some of them ain't. Whatever. Danny Dog, he walked the yards openly, and he was a solid motherfucker. He was a criminal, and he was a heroin addict. But he didn't let it compromise him in the way he was. He was just a good fucking dude. And I loved him. But, I'm sad that he passed away, he was a dying breed. And he had some tattoos. He pointed his tattoo on his chest. He goes, stay away from these motherfuckers. They're no good. Trust me. I've been there. When I was a kid, I just turned 18. I thought, man, all right, But he was a really good dude, man. And I'm sorry he died. He was not young, but he was young to pass away. But look, he was a drug addict and a gangster, and that's how he lived his life, and that's how he died. Till the end, I've never ate at Mom's spaghetti. But I do make some pretty decent spaghetti myself.
He does. I just had some. It was awesome.
Yeah, I like to cook, man. Junior too, but Junior was, whatever. Junior did too. Junior passed away too. I've never been there at Mom's Spaghetti, at Mom's Restaurant. I've never been there. Junior Snyder from Bakersfield passed away. He quit. I think he was, last I heard, he was in Tehachapi Max, level 4. And I got to tell you, I've seen Junior do things that, I never talked to Larry Lawton. As far as I know, let's see. Liars and Legends would be a good book about CDC. Lots of both. That's right. Larry Lawton's a jewel thief. I think he cooperated with law enforcement, if I'm not mistaken. He's not my kind of guy, but Danny was like a kid. He was, he was just a good dude. He had a great sense of humor. When Kevin and I were in prison, he did not die in prison, Matt. He died on the street. When we're in prison, Kevin and I, there were guys that had unique personalities. There was not a lot of follow the leader. There was a lot of guys who didn't like guys that follow the leader. Guys that were grouped up, hey, this is us, we're, let's see, can you tell me how money circulated throughout the prison system and how you would get it out of the prison system? And the Irish lads. occasionally. There were some guys that were Irish. There were some guys that were American Irish. There were a couple guys that were from Ireland, you know. Interesting folks, brother. The Irish are wonderful. You know, I always thought I was Scot-Irish. My mom told me, you know, you're Scot-Irish. That's it. And, all right. Well, Mom, you didn't tell me you fucked around with some guy at the racetrack before, you know, while you were married to the guy I thought was turns out I'm 42% German, 40% Western Europe, Welsh, English, 13 or 14% Irish. And then, some Scandinavian stuff. Some Mercy Biggerton Hospital. He looked like death. I didn't recognize Junior. Yeah, he died. I think Junior died while he was in prison. So a lot of them guys used to shoot dope. They got Hep C and Italians run as whites. I met a guy in a level 4 prison, and he's like, "I'm Italian. I'm another." And I said, "Hey, you fucking lame." I said, I know some Italian guys that will stab your motherfucking ass for saying you're not white. You know, so never matured past 20. They were in their 50s. Yeah, it's called the Arrested Development. So yeah, Irish guys run as white. So to me, that her grandma was half German. She might be. Everyone loves the mutt. That's right, brother. Really men who do their own thing and walk the talk. Yep. Yuba County, what's going on? Yuba, we've been there. We have friends over that way. Actually in Sutter. Yep. Hard intentions. Scott O'Hara meets in a book, The Hot House, Old School Print. I don't know Dallas Scott. I'm sorry. I started doing my time in 1979. Actually, in 1973, 74, I ended up in Youth Authority. I went back in 77. I stayed out for a year. I got my case in 1979. So from 79 to 2017, I was in prison. So Wayne Odom, I didn't know TD. I've seen him. I don't know him. I heard some good stories about him. But Wayne Odom, I do know. And I knew Wayne Odom and I knew Wayne Ladd. And the guys were going through the RICO. Yeah, that's about right. Let's see with the feds for bank robbery. He went through the state system when I first went in, but I wasn't around him, you know. But I can tell you Wayne Ladd was a good dude, a short guy, smart, good-natured, gangster, just a good dude. And Wayne Odom loved Bulldog Ladd to death. He was his right-hand man. And I seen some pictures from Folsom. They're together. Wayne Odom would do anything for Bulldog Ladd. I was never in Old Folsom. I was in New Folsom for a while. You know. Did you ever meet Wayne Hunsel? I never met Wayne Hunsel. I went to New Folsom in end of 88, beginning of 89 when they closed San Quentin as a level 4, made it level 3. But Wayne Odom, man, David, I don't know. I didn't say David. I can't really talk about the 70s, bro. I was in Youth Authority in the 70s, and it was not fucking fun. Youth Authority was more violent than prison. It wasn't as deadly. Give me the cue.
My God.
What, babe?
John Hall just bought 6 more freaking tickets.
Wow.
You guys are crazy.
Thank you, John, so much. Thank you, everybody who's bought tickets.
Thank you guys
really
so much.
Appreciate it very much. Yeah. She's clowning me. You know, I didn't really know a lot of them guys, but I did know, you know, Wayne and Bulldog, I guess they quit and they stayed on mainline. And when did New Folsom open around 86, I got there in 88, 89. December of 88, beginning of 89. Horseshoes at Folsom. But, you know, Wayne Odom was in Vacaville when I was there. He was also in Tracy when I was there. And Humboldt County checking in. What's going on? Wayne Odom was funny, just a good dude. He'd hit the bag, he'd lift weights, and just party. And he got out and came back. And Tracy, I go, what happened, Wayne? He said, oh, man, I got in a shootout. And I was shooting at these guys down the street. And then these other guys start shooting me. So I turned around and started shooting at these guys. And then somebody shot me. And I was in Nellis. Billy Big Rigger, I was in Nellis in 1974, 75. Then I went to OH Close, got in trouble, went to Paso Robles and got out from Paso Robles. Then I came back and went to Preston for a year. Yeah, Wayne was a gangster, and that bullet was inside his chest, and then I think it moved around and ended up killing him. What's up in the IE? Yeah, I rode through the IE on the way to Arizona. The 411 on the Raffle. Hey, babe. She's got the link to the Raffle. It's on here. Some of the comments earlier. Hey, babe.
Comments earlier. It's on our community page and it's on your Facebook.
Can you redo it again? Yeah. Smitty wants to. My friend Kevin Smith. He wanted to see the 411 on the Raffle.
All righty. Yeah,
it was the straight Wild West. You know, Wayne Odom was a gangster. And to the day he died, they just guys like that back in the day. And you know, gangster now means, you know, hey, mommy, can you send some money to this guy? I like Arizona. Billy Big Rigger, we're going to move there, hopefully. If we get this house, we're going to move there. Living back before I get test what it was like. Vacaville was probably the most open prison at the time in the 80s. They had a hobby shop. They had good food. The yard was open all day, like Elsinore, California. Let's see.
Maybe somebody just asked if DBI was an intake facility.
It was. My brothers and sisters, yeah.
Okay, there's 2 raffles. I'm going to post the first one, and then I'll post the second one in a second.
All right. You know, I used to do artwork. I started tattooing in Youth Authority. When I got to prison, there you go, Smitty. There's the link right there. That's one link. There's 2, I guess.
Yeah, I'm going to do that one. There are 2 separate raffles, thing.
Okay, big gangster running up mom's phone bills. Yeah. Mojave County, big rig. Dolan Springs. That's where we're going to move to. If we get the house that we bid on, you know, we're going to move to Dolan Springs and we're going to love it. Yuba City, Sutter County, what was your weightlifting program like? Weightlifting program, chest, arms, shoulders, and lats. Take a day off. Chest, arms, shoulders, and lats, take a day off. And before they took the weights out of 500-pound bench press. And I'm going to tell you something, Smitty on here. What's up, Brent Ross? How you doing, brother? He said hi. Brent Ross said hi. I mentioned Adrian.
Okay, honey.
Brent Ross from
All right, Brent. How are you?
I'm Billy Big Rigger. I'm going to be right down the way from Kingman. So if we get our house and we move there, we definitely got to meet for dinner, whatever. What about leg workouts? I didn't do leg workouts. I played handball on my days off, and I walked a lot of laps.
Mitch's legs used to be about as big as the
I'm making a channel. Since I'm making a channel like Smiley. All right, Ryan, you let us know what your channel is and we'll promote you. Billy Big Rigger lives in Kingman, babe.
Oh, wow.
Let's see. There's the raffle. There's one of the raffles.
I'm putting it on one up.
Yeah. So we're raffling off a piece of black walnut I painted on, and we're raffling off a wedge from a tree we cut down on our property. So Houston, Texas checking in. That's right, Rebel Rob.
I'm posting the second one right now.
All right. Brent said he's doing well.
I'm glad he's doing
Well, I'll see you out there. All right, Mike. Cool. And there's the other raffle spot. So
well. John Holmes asked if you ever came across Brian Leone. We heard that he passed, and no, he didn't.
I didn't know him. Sorry. I've been on the 40 years. I love Arizona, Nevada, Cal, and Texas. That's right. So there's the other link to our the bigger painting on a piece of wood. The other one is for the wedge, and this one is for the I didn't have to do burpees. I did burpees when they took the weights for a while, and it hurt my back. Mandatory workouts. That's for guys that follow the leader. I don't know. Dean Adams. I knew a guy named Dean Adams who used to be in Tracy. I had a cellie named Dean Adams. He was in DVI back when some other friends of mine were there. Dean Adams. I don't know who you're talking about, though, but Dean was kind of a cool guy. Yeah, burpees destroy your back. Who do I want to win in 2024? I don't know who's going to run, bro. I definitely don't want this bozo we got in there now. Vernell Crittenden. Matt Kinney, I did know Vernell Crittenden when he was a fish. I knew him. Oh, yeah, I definitely don't know that guy. I knew Crittenden when he was a brand new CO, and I saw him later on when I went back to San Quentin as a level 2. I think he was a lieutenant. I will say something about Crittenden. For Trump. That's right. I will say Crittenden was a pretty fair guy.
I went to school with 2 guys that had that last name.
Crittenden?
Uh-huh.
Were they black?
No.
Because Crittenden was a black guy. And I will say Crittenden was a fair guy. I'd have him on the channel. I like Slowy Joey. I don't like Slowy Joey. If I could find Crittenden, I would have him on the channel. He would have an interesting story. A matter of fact, he says that Mr. Mike Thompson told him that he was in the hat, that they were going to kill him. So, you know what I mean?
Is that the guy that sent you that big long message, babe?
No.
Okay.
The Smiley Clown Posse, 2024. That's so funny. I had to do a clown shirt, like a clown skull or something. You know, I just thought that was funny. Who's this guy, Smiley the Clown? So there you go. Yeah, Crittenden was all right. You know, I remember back in the day in San Quentin, we were the only prison that got quarterly packages, and they were 50 pounds. I remember that guy hauling 50-pound packages up to the tier, you know, like, damn, you put 500 on weights.
Fuck yeah, in the clown shirt.
Always can't do that. Fuck. Yeah, I did get 5. I could never do it again. Yes, he was a communications guy. LOL. Yeah, he was all right. You know, I remember him carrying in big ass packages up to the tier. You know. You know, I got a 500-pound bench press in 1996 before they took the weight. So, you did an interview with him. Oh wow, you know how to get a hold of him. I would love to get in touch with him and have him on my channel. Release all unviolent offenders. Yeah, why not? Why not let guys out that aren't violent, right? They'll hold them for you. Thank you. Were you a convict there, or were you, or did you got a channel, or what do you got going on, Matt Kenny? Crittenden was all right, you know. He had a long career. He probably doesn't remember me, but I told him, hey, I remember you when you first started. You know, I'm back as level 2, but that punk calls you a clown when he is Mike the Punk Thompson a rat. What the fuck? Is this the rats acting hard, acting like gangsters? So sorry, he ratted like a punk, pissed. So not a gangster.
Good night, John, and thank you so much.
Good night, John Hall.
Good luck, John.
We love you, brother. Fucking fly, dude. Yeah. We love you, brother. 55th Street. What's that? No Jumper. No Jumper does a lot of porno stars and shit. I'd go on No Jumper. He's kind of interesting character, but he has a lot of porno chicks on there, and I don't know. He's a strange. Good night, John. That's right. Thank you, Matt. No Jumper has a good channel, though. I mean, he interviewed Jake. Was it 1090 Jake?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did him. Yep. So I'd go on No Jumper just to, whatever, just to chat it up, guys like Mike Thompson, they put themselves out there like they were the cream of the crop, whatever. He's just a guy that used his way up to a certain position, then used all the information he had to become a rat. I got 10 on that wedge. That's right. Should do another interview with death. I should do another interview with death. Much love and respect, Big Red. Have a good night, brother. We should get a hold of death because I love him, But I was just a regular dude. I was just your average, everyday motherfucker, trying to get through the day.
Amber, thank you. She just bought 2 tickets.
Stay down, Amber. Thank you.
Good luck.
Yeah. Mississippi, you like 1090. 1090 Jake's interesting. He's East Coast youngster. He's a new generation of guy, Time I knew the chaplain at SQ and did some interviews with him and Vernell. I was in Christian TV. All right. Cool, Matt. Cool. Keep doing the rebuttal videos. That's right. Yeah, so, guys put themselves out there like they were all that, like Wes Watson and this other guy, and they weren't. I don't do that because I wasn't. I was just a motherfucker who, with my time, yeah. I just tried to get through the days, man. I listened to the right people. I got in a few wrecks when I went to prison. I met the right people. One of my friends lives out there in Arizona, close to where we're going to be living. He's in a motorcycle club, and he's a good dude. He did 35 years in prison, and him and some other guys taught me how to live in there. And thank you so much, Zach. So I was just a regular dude trying to get through the days and hoping I didn't have to hurt somebody or nobody try to hurt me. And, you figure it out and you figure out how to live and how to, there you go. So, pretending that you're something you're not is not my fucking gig, What's up, John Doe? How you doing, brother? I haven't heard from John McHugh for a while, babe. I wonder how he's doing.
Check on him. I was thinking about that.
We're gonna have to run a make on Big John. On Shona One finish, she came at her with the knife and threw all her stuff out. Wow. Looks like Wes Watson. That's it.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Gallagher in the house. We're gonna have to check that out because if there's video of him charging up on a chick with a knife and threatening her or whatever, let's see. That's the thing, Mitch.
Kevin Smith just bought a raffle ticket. Thank you so much.
Who did?
Kevin Smith.
All right, Kev. Good luck, brother. Thank you for your support, bro. Let's see. See, I saw machinery along between them, but not like there. Thank you, Rancho. Thank you, brother. You know, that's my thing too, Sean, is you're a old dude, you don't have to hide behind a gang, still on your own 2 feet. Thank you, Amber. You're in NA and about your business. Any business, my brother said NA all the way. Yep. Before he's from Antelope Cal near Corp. I don't know where Antelope is, bro. I'm about 3 hours from Oakland. You know. She said he's keeping that video for court.
It's not on here.
But she shows pics of with bruises and what looks to be a black eye. Huh? That's right, Connor. I guess there's pitch. Where would we find that at, Steve? All right. All right.
Not so far.
Good man. We may be Arizona resident together a couple of years. The place is to the point I can't afford anymore. Thank you, Big Cav. Antelope is in Sacramento County. I know where Antelope kind of is in Sacramento, but yeah, Arizona is a great place. And where we're going, there's plenty of. I'm going to tell you something. It's hard to describe the feeling of you feel free, you feel unhindered, you feel normal. He said Gunner put it on his channel, babe.
Okay,
all right.
Okay. Which Gunner?
There's only one Gunner on TV. I don't remember Jack Hickey, bro. I remember the name. I remember some guy said he stabbed him in Tehachapi. It turned out he really just scratched him. Deflecting before she passed away. It's a beautiful out there. You know, Brent, if you're up by us, let me know. I don't know where we're going to be in September. But if we're here, definitely stop by and see us, brother. Wes, what wife would probably melt in front of a campfire? Gunner Johnson. Gunner Johnson. And from Cal, I was getting paddle whooped the vice president first week going to school for smoking. I'll put the link in the video in the comments. All right.
Thank you.
Papa Jack, do it hard, brother. Thank you. Yeah, Jack Hickey was a dropout right up in Tehachapi, and I met some guy in Corcoran. I won't say his name, but he said he stabbed him. And I had already heard from guys that were there, they said, yeah, he just scratched him, ran up on him and scratched him. And so that's right, Mike. This guy ran around Corcoran saying, yeah, I stabbed Jack Hickey. I stabbed Jack Hickey. And so I go, hey, did you kill him? He goes, no. I said, then all you did was fuck it up for the next guy who wanted to kill him. You know? I didn't like the guy, and he doesn't like me much. But that's beside the point. Then he went on later to join a gang and, you know, whatever. But he really thought highly of himself for stabbing this guy, and really he just scratched him. So that's what I'm talking about. I don't think it's more or less. I think it's just a different kind of violence, you know? So, yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. Bogus reputations. Guys will tell you, hey, I stabbed that motherfucker, you know, in the yard. But unless you read the paperwork, and he'll show you paperwork says he has a stabbing assault. But if you read the incident report, it'll say superficial wounds, stuff like that, you know. For filming video, Mr. Reelins. Have a good night, Amber. I don't know Boots. Gunner Johnson escaped from Tracy. Oh, Gunner. I know Gunner. I know him. Gunner Johnson has a channel?
That's what I was looking at. He's an artist, isn't he?
I don't remember, but I know Gunner. I knew a Gunner. So the violence in prison now is different. When Smitty and I were in prison, guys would run up on you with a piece of steel, run it in you, and try to kill you. I did hear about the Green Wall, Rancho Chava. That's the cops. In Corcoran and Salinas Valley, especially, and that's the real shit. And they would kill you. I'm going to jump down over that dad killing. That's right. So back when Smitty and I were in prison, in the beginning, guys would run up on you with a bone crusher, a real piece of steel, and run it in you and kill you. Try to. They would do damage to you. And then it went to guys slicing people with razor blades. And it went to, they don't want you on the yard, so they would 2-on-1 you in front of the cop. And I don't know, you know, there's some murders going on now that they let guys out of the shoe. I think the petty bullshit's kind of subsided, and it might be getting back to, you know, stab 'em up city. Now they're going to put SNYs in with general population, and there'll be no more special yards, so I think you're going to see a lot more violence. But it's just a different kind of violence, you know. You know, so I mean that's the only way I can describe it. You know, it's different. So violence is violence. Sometimes it's a violence of the mind. You know, against one with mainline. I think it's going to be interesting. That comes salty crackers. Cool. I will check that out, Burl. So I think you have guys that sent dudes over to the PC yards that didn't have it coming. Like I just said, they 2-on-1 guys in front of the cops and they take them off the yard. Yeah, raise your hand. You better get with the business. So I think guys who've been fucked around are going to be guys around guys who fucked them around. And I think if the guys who got fucked around are deeper than the guys doing the fucking around, it's going to be interesting. I did hear this. I did hear that the big homies from down south are being bodyguarded by the guys from the north, and vice versa, and all that kind of shit. You know, the north and the south, Hispanics, Chicanos, getting along with each other's probably pretty good. I mean, they're both Chicanos, Hispanics, so you know. You know, it's probably bad for the whites, you know, but who knows? You know, people are smart in prison, man. They recognize their enemy is the staff, and not all staff. The staff that want to have an agenda to advance a prison system, that's their fucking deal. So, you know, but like I said, there's a violence of the mind in prison. If you're not smart enough to recognize that violence comes in spurts, and you're scared of the potential threat of violence affecting you, then you live in fear, and that's a violence, man. That to the feds, factions have any so punks in there, especially with the gang members on the mainland. I don't really know. I don't really know. JP 1506. I don't really know. Let's see. Yeah, so if people are putting the fear of violence into other people, then that's a pretty mean. Sometimes that's worse than actual violence because they live in fear, and then they can be preyed upon. You know. There you go, bro, and I agree with that 100%, Lupe. I think if someone has a problem with another man of another race, they should be able to settle their problem without everyone from the two races, getting involved. If the one guy was wrong and he harmed somebody for a bogus reason, then he should be dealt with accordingly. But I think if like when I was in San Quentin in level 2, I had this black dude disrespect me up on the 5th tier. They got on the yard, not each other yet. And so I went out on the tier. I kicked the dude a few times, punched him in the face a few times. Told motherfucker, I'll throw you off the fucking tier. And I went downstairs to the med line, came back up, and my cellie was there with another youngster, and the guy I got into it with, his homie said, "Hey, he don't want none. Is it cool?" I said, "Yeah, he just needs to watch his fucking mouth." The guy was drunk, talking shit. I kicked him a few times. I was a little younger, and I fucking punched him a few times, and then I told him, "Motherfucker, I got him pinned against the rail. Like, you want me to throw your fucking ass off the tier?" And he's like, "No." I said, "You need to watch your fucking punk mouth, And if we go before now, who would go correctly to PCR years ago? So why we didn't have that? But would it just be rats and chomos? So anyway, later on, this white dude who came from down south, what the fuck with Ironwood? He goes, "Hey man, I heard you put your hands on some black dude last night." I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Man, we don't do that shit." I go, "What are you fucking scared?" So his mindset is if a white dude had a problem with another race, and then you jump on everybody from that race. And I told him, "So what, are you scared?" I'm not scared to put my hands on anybody. I might get fucked up, I might get stabbed, whatever. What's up, Christopher? That's right, brother. I just thought it was funny, so I told him, "What, are you scared?" I go, "I'm not afraid." So, I mean, I really think that that's how things should be settled, Back in the day, PC was like, if for gang dropouts and for victims of stabbings and guys like Pincushion Smitty and all that kind of shit. It was very limited. Some people believe politics more than right and wrong. Yep. Yeah, prison's not the same anymore, man. So, I really feel for the guys that are in there. I have a friend that's in there. I knew him when he was a young man at Corcoran back in '96. He's still in there, and he's 45 years old now, and he wants to get out of prison. But they're playing this bullshit, mixing the S and Ys with their GPs. And he's like, "Bro, where I'm at, I'm a youngster. Because most of the guys, Ryan, Jimmy Cross Channel, most of the guys are like 60, 70 years old. Who's this guy? This dude's a weirdo. What dude? What dude's a weirdo? The impression we were seeing in society is a microcosm impression being pushed in prison, a man turning people against each other for various politics. That's right, Mike. That's exactly right. Josh McLean, what's going on, brother, up in Canada? Woods hang with the Northern Mexicans or Southern Mexicans? Facts. Jack, that's right. Yeah, who are you talking about, Ryan? 50 yards, I think it's going to get bloody. What's up, Big Slick? Let's see. White dudes hang with white dudes. They're usually friendly with the Southern Hispanics, Southern Mexicans. But now I don't know what's going on now. That dude from YA. I never bought into that, Southsiders are allies, because there were times when white dudes got into it, and like in Lancaster with the Southsiders, we had 120 of them jump on 11 white dudes on the yard. So people got his leg shot off in the Garden 70s. He had a bone crusher, duct taped his hand right. St. Clement Folsom. I don't know Pee-wee. I don't know who Pee-wee is, bro, but those stories are true, But yeah, so I never bought into white dudes hang with a certain group of another race, and not the, remember people, the Confederate flag stands for I have the right to own another piece. And I don't know if that's true, bro, and I don't really. Did you ever get invited to ride with any MCs on runs? I've ridden with some guys in a club down in Sacramento, friends of mine, but not really. I get invited to go places and see them, but riding is a different deal. Good evening from Georgia. That's Cap. Did Charlie Manson act the way he did on camera in front of you? No, he did not act like that. He did not act like that.
That's what their big thing on Damage Done is going to be, is that supposedly that's
what
Mike's going to talk about. His, relationship with.
Well, he was probably Charlie Manson's girlfriend.
Yeah, probably.
Well, guys, we've been on for a couple of hours, so we're going to have to wrap it up. If anyone could make this happen, please do. That's where I'm going with 1090 Jake. Cool. So I was a kid, and that's not what Confederate flag stands for. That's exactly right. I did not click up. The Confederate flag didn't stand for I own another human being. There were blacks who owned slaves in the South. So basically, same. Whites and blacks are watching the North and South, waiting. Select doesn't here. I said, Sharon Stutes, I told some guys, the raffle's happening right now. And if you look through the comments, there's a link in there, bro. There's a link in there. I would like to go on the Joe Rogan show. There's a link in here in the comments my wife put in there. I don't know how to get them. It's also in our community page, the link to the raffle. The blacks and whites are watching the North and South, waiting. Prison's not the same, man. It's different. And what's up, Bruno? Thank you, Big Oos. Let's see. All men are created the same. Depends on how you want to live. It makes you a man or a bitch. That's right. Let's see. Just scroll the chat up for the raffle links. Thank you. Oh, thanks. And good night, Mason. We have a picture. West Wankers X all hit up. I don't know. I don't know where they're at. Somebody mentioned it in here, so I don't know. That would be a top to be on Joe Rogan. It would. Let's make it Pat. You guys have a good night. We're going to have to tune out. I got to go to church in the morning and see my priest and let him know we're moving and where we're moving to. So let's see what they're going to do. They got mad numbers. Yep. You guys get out there. Enjoy your life. Stay out of trouble. Follow your dreams, man, and do it hard. Good night, Raymond, Slick Ruler, everybody. Tashanka, Sharon, Richard, Burl Lawson, Pat White, Lexus. Good night. 2JZ, like Maxwell Smart. I missed it by that much. Good night, Tashanka. Take care, Big Mike. Peace. You guys have a good night. Get out there and do it hard. Don't let no one stop you. I love you guys. Remember, you guys are what make this channel what it is.
Thank you, everybody, for night, too.
100%. It was a good night. Thank you. I love you guys. Get out there and do it hard.